Hi, this discussion is about art and our environment. And I recently created a page for you where you were to go to different places like Burning Man or Meow Wolf, or look at Janet Eckelman's Organic Pieces or Yayoi Kusama's Infinity Mirrors. And each of these environments were highly creative environments that were created to give you a different kind of experience. And I wanted to present this idea as we go into creative thinking about the effects of critical thinking in STEM on our environment. What I mean by that is that we believe in technology, science, technology, engineering, and math so much that we've engineered our entire environments. And so when you look around your environment, it's likely that you're seeing that you're within a box, within a box, within a box, a room, within a house, within a suburb, for instance. And everything around you is mechanically made. So if everything becomes mathematically precise or everything around you is engineered, then you start believing in a world that's very rational, mathematical, and technology based. Well, the Surrealists in about 1920 really rejected this idea. They said that human beings are not at all logical, we are not rational, we make stuff up. And so we have wars, and we have climate change, and we have people who are reacting against whatever social pressures there are. And none of this is rational. It's all of us being irrational and a little bit crazy. And the Surrealists believe that we invented science, engineering, and math in order to compensate for that and cover it up. So they felt that if you live in an entirely rational world, that you suppress your emotions, you suppress your imagination, you suppress natural human experiences because you're now living in a mechanized world. So the Surrealists thought that art should be an antidote. And the antidote to having logic and analysis would be to immerse yourself in creative play, to be in an environment where it doesn't make sense anymore. And so the artists that are creating things like Meow Wolf or Burning Man are intentionally creating an environment that's exceptionally different than the mechanized environment that you're in. Nietzsche, who was a philosopher around this time, also had some very interesting ideas. One of the phrases that Nietzsche is most known for is the statement, "God is dead." Now that sounds like a rather radical idea, especially if you happen to be in an area that values religion. But what Nietzsche meant was this: we have increasingly relied on technology, analysis, and science. And if you have an entire culture that believes in that, then that erases faith, because science and technology and mechanization says that you can figure this out. Everything can be rational. I can analyze everything. Well, you can't be rational about God. You can't analyze God. You can't have evidence clearly of God. And so you have to take a leap of faith. And when you have so much STEM thinking, you no longer have these leaps of faith, or are willing to let go of things that are not evidence-based. So in this next assignment, what I would really like for you to do is go back into these environments that artists have created and understand that they're trying to create an entirely different experience for you. Theresa Amabie, who is a researcher on social creativity, says if you're in a non-creative environment, you'll stop creating. If you're in a highly creative environment, creative people will create more, but non-creative people will begin to create as much, or more, sorry. And so as you do a deep dive into any of the links that I provided for you, what I'd like for you to do is imagine yourself in these environments where artists have created immersive experiences so that you can pull away from the rational world and not necessarily go into an irrational world, because the opposite of rationality doesn't necessarily mean irrational, but that you can immerse yourself in an alternative way of thinking. Immerse yourself in an imaginative, creative environment that is intentionally separated from your mechanized, analytical, STEM-based environment. It's a one-page paper. I'd like to see your thoughts on this. And then once we have an idea that you might be able to immerse yourself in someone else's creativity, we'll look at your own. All right? Sounds good. I'll post the assignment. Bye.